correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is your first time writing for the show. You wrote the first episode of season two. Is that correct?
Yes, so I joined the show for the second season. Yeah.
Okay. So what was that like for you, and what tone did you want to set because this is the first episode of a season?
Well, I really wanted to continue what had been established already, which is to say, this fun mix of comedy and thriller and romance. That those are kind of the three key elements of the story. So it was really about kind of maintaining what had already been established and then just expanding the world and kind of taking it up a notch because it is
Yeah,
season two.
for sure. What would you say is the theme of the season? What can viewers expect?
They can expect a story about really about this couple and how, last season they were very challenged because, the Ava's true crime obsession had really kind of pulled them into a dangerous place and pulled them apart. And this season they really come together to solve a new mystery. And I think we've thought of the season as if last season pulled them apart, this season brings them back together because after a lot of challenges, they end up coming together to kind of solve this mystery and, repair their relationship.
Nathan kind of struggled with his self-worth a little bit in the first season. So,
Yes.
um, are we going to see that expand this season as in season two, as well?
We are, that we really start him where he left off, which is to say, someone who used to be a big deal in the sports world and now has been really diminished as a man, as a person, and now he's also a new dad. So he's dealing with kind of feeling like that sense of worthlessness is now even more challenged by needing to provide and create an example. So he finds a way to do that this season, and he really becomes the kind of crusader this season that he you know, struggled with last season. So he finds that strength. He finds that ability to kind of stand up to and really kind of solve a pretty intense and scary crime this season. And it kind of it both fills up his own sense of self-worth and then also kind of there's some healing in the marriage.
I've watched the season and it's great. I just sometimes I laugh when poor baby Jack is like in the middle of all of this craziness of his
Right?
parents.
Yeah.
Um, I think it just adds a nice layer and levity to the show, which it already has, but it's just funny to think that there's a baby
There's a
in the
baby in the middle of
middle.
it, right? And it sort
Yeah.
of grounds everything, but also makes it more heightened. We didn't, that's not something anybody made up. Kaylee just happened to get pregnant last year. And so a baby was going to be part of it, whether we liked it or not. So
Yeah,
we might as well enjoy it and use it where we can.
for sure. How is having a baby and being new parents going to kind of drive Ava and Nathan's decisions this season?
Yeah, I think it brings it brings obviously enormous stakes to everything they do because now it's not just about the two of them, it's about a family. So, and I think it gives them some kind of moral grounding too. We get to have fun with all of our commentary and we get to push the boundaries, but at the end of the day, they really are bonded by a desire to, love and protect their child.
What can you tease about Melissa Fumero's character? Because I love her and I was so
Yeah.
excited that she joined the cast this season.
Yeah, I think fans of Melissa's will get to see her, do what she does best, which is to say just a combination of kind of humor and toughness and relatability. And then they'll also get to see stuff they haven't seen from her yet. She gets to do some, without ruining anything. There's a lot of surprises with her character. So it was just a thrill to get to work with her. I'm a huge fan of hers, and she's just as fun and exciting to work with as I hoped she would be.
Last question. What are you most excited for viewers to see this season?
I'm really excited for them to see the comedy between this couple. You know, the one of the pleasures of doing a season two is you get to kind of write to what you loved as a fan of the show. And so because I love their chemistry so much, we put them in some really challenging situations that kind of bring out the best of what they do together. So without saying too much, that's what I'm excited for people to see.